I think the Flash has always been a cool character to me when portrayed in some forms of media, but I am not the biggest DC comic book reader, let alone Flash comics. So I really never thought about how powerful he was when I saw these edits. I just didn't know if I was supposed to take these edits serious or not. I mean, I know speedsters are crazy, and I know he's known to be the fastest one in all of fiction, but I always underestimated the power that comes with being a speedster like Wally. So I did my research, went through some comics, went through some Reddit forums to find out if this is just some casual overrating, or is he genuinely that crazy to where he could beat Cosmic Armor Superman. This is dead serious, an edit by the way. Anyways, let's start out looking at some insane things Wally has done, okay? The first one I found insane is the fact he can casually steal speed. It's not just like some slight stealing, okay? He literally took out all of the speed from inertia and turned him into a statue. And he keeps him like this for eternity. It's so bad. It's to the point his eyes take 100 years to get one blink. Every time something insane like this happens, I try to put into perspective how that would feel. I didn't even want to try it with this one. Alright, it gets more crazy. Wally West has also escaped death itself. Alright, some of you may know there's this Grim Reaper for the Speed Force, Black Flash. Black Flash also kills Linda. At least that's what Wally thinks. Black Flash was basically upset that Wally was breaking the rules. Alright, he basically avoided death and now he's on eviction notice. Black Flash is like, your time here is being too much. Alright, you gotta leave the earth. So Black Flash is after him now, and Wally's got no choice but to run. This man runs and runs and runs and runs 20 billion years in the future. He runs to the end of time where death is basically patched. So now Black Flash is cooked. But wait guys, Linda, she's gotta be out there somewhere, okay? So Wally runs into the Speed Force to rescue Linda because she was really there the whole time. So yeah, Wally escaped death, outran the Speed Force, and brought his lady back from the Speed Force just like that. Anyways guys, by far one of the most peak Wally West forms. Let's go back to one of his most recent runs. Get intended. Anyways, it starts out with this inspector telling Mr. Terrific, yo man, the Speed Force is going crazy. You know, they're becoming unstable to the point they're just gonna destroy all of reality. And he tells Mr. Terrific they gotta be executed, they gotta be murdered. You know, straight up death penalty. Anyways, fast forward, Wally and Grodd gets into a fight and finds out Grodd can now move as fast as him. Oop. Okay guys, let's be real. A gorilla is already enough to handle, but seeing one run at you with full speed, run at you with the speed of Wally West, you can go ahead and pull the trigger. Alright, I'd rather take that instead. Wally glitches into another dimension, and before this, these beings called the Stillness, alright, describe him as a failed pilgrim. I don't know what that means, I don't get what that means, but Wally, he remembers this and he stands still watching Grodd run straight into him and causes himself to glitch into another dimension. Grodd literally goes straight through Wally West. At this point, Wally West is becoming more and more untouchable. Wally now has realized he has unlocked a new power. Now he knows he can control when he steps into other dimensions, and he literally spams it against Grodd and he cooks him from every angle. He doesn't even get the chance to react at all. Mind you, this all happened while Grodd has the same speed as Flash. Fast forward some later issues, Wally and Barry Allen meet up both and they start going through some psychosis. Except the psychosis causes Barry to stab Wally with a weapon that they built to destroy this thing called the Uncoiled. Wally later wakes up in the Gallery of Moments and he sees a statue that is an archangel. Archangel. By this point, Wally is clueless. His mind already cooked, okay? And the Archangel says that he's a perfect empty vessel for their evil, mischievous plans. And he puts the Crown of Thorns, which is basically a configuration of the minds of every Reverse Flash in the multiverse that erased their own timeline. They basically want to use Wally to murder time itself. These Archangels, they already erased his memory, but they are still not confident, alright? I wouldn't be confident either. Yeah, against Wally West. Also, by the way, the art in this run is very cool. But anyways, you guys remember the Stillness? Yeah, so basically they want to be destroyed because they're immortal and they basically believe it's a curse to them. But the Archangels gave it to them. You see, the Stillness, they want to die and escape this, okay? But the Archangels want to just murder time. Anyways, they come into this agreement because Wally started to remember his family. Okay, so yep, the Archangels, they were right to not be confident because now everything's breaking loose, okay? The Archangels tell the Stillness, hey, go get Wally West, all right? If you chase him, we're gonna promise to destroy you Stillness people if you get him. Now, by this time, man, the things get worse, okay? The stillness tell Wally they are going to Earth to kill everyone. And Wally is like, nah. So my boy Wally, he's moving, okay? The voices in his head are telling him he's stupid and everyone he loves is gonna die. The voices is what's keeping him to keep going here. The voices. Yeah, so Wally is on full schizophrenic mode, okay? And the archangels destroy the stillness at the edge of the multiverse. And Wally literally travels through the source wall and past time itself. And along with him is the power of friendship, or the power of family, actually family. Wally West, he even cuts through outer reversal beings. So yeah, Wally West, he basically switches up his own narrative, all right? He's escaping death, he's switching up the canon, whatever. He's like Miles, all right? But he's pulling through, okay? We don't know how the Miles story, we don't know how that goes yet, but Wally West is actually pulling through here, and he's doing whatever he wants. Moral of the story, you threaten Wally's family, and you're cooked. So yeah, Wally West he's insane. There's definitely more feats out there. It just keeps coming. Is he powerful enough to beat Cosmic Armor Superman?
I guess we'll never know.